Hey there, it's Dr. Tom with EBM Fitness Solutions, and we're going to look at some standing lumbar deloading. So this, to me, is the best way to do it in terms of getting the most out of it, and you'll feel the most. However, it's probably the most difficult to set up initially because the goal with deloading is to relax the abdominal area, not to brace really hard. And in this position, it could be sometimes difficult to support your weight with your upper body and relax through the middle at the same time. But once you get it, I think you'll see that it actually really does a nice job of taking pressure off the low back. So for the demonstration, I'm going to use this table here. At home or wherever, all you're looking for is a solid surface to lean on that won't move. So if this surface you're thinking about might move or might tip over, like that's obviously a horrible choice. Don't use that. Back of a couch works great. In the kitchen, any corner where the countertop comes together, that's a great one. You kind of back right into it, press your hands there, and you can deload there. The back of a truck, a bumper of a car, I've used those before. It's got to be a solid surface so you can get your weight on, but then other than that, it's whatever works for you. So here's the idea. You're going to get close to the surface with your palms facing away like this. Right? So I'm just going to rest my hands here. I'm going to get in fairly close to the table. The goal is I'm going to bend my legs and sort of take weight off my legs, but I'm going to absorb that with the upper body. So I'm actually not going to move even though I'm bending my legs. So the motion I'm kind of almost thinking about is this kind of a motion, but I'm going to stop that by taking up that weight with my arms, and that is going to create the deload in the low back here. So hands here, close to the table. So now I'm going to start to bend my knees and take that weight off and shift it to the upper body, and there I feel a nice stretching, deloading in the low back. Now I slowly shift weight back to my legs, and then I come up. Rest briefly, and then I'm going to repeat. Again, with deloading, always remember, it's brief holds, 5 to 8 seconds, and you want to slowly ramp up and then ramp back down. So don't get in there, and then when you're done, go, okay, and just let it go. You want to make sure everything is done kind of slowly, nothing sort of abrupt or quick. So again, palms in here, close to the table. Start to kind of take the weight off the legs, absorb it with the upper body, feel the deload, hold it briefly, and I'm slowly going to shift weight back onto my legs, and that's it. So each one is done for a brief amount of time, but you can repeat them sort of in sequence. So I can do one, take a short maybe 10-second break, and then do another one, and then take another break and do another one. I wouldn't do too many in a row. I mean, after 3 to 5 of those, that's usually pretty good. But you can repeat that numerous times throughout the day. And this is something you can use even when you don't have back pain. Just periodically doing a deload somewhere, you'll kind of feel how it just releases tension and some pressure in the low back. So it's something you can use proactively to stay out of trouble, but it's also something you can use when the back feels like it's tight. Instead of trying to stretch the back directly, I would try some deloading, and then another topic for another day, but work on stretching out your hips more so than stretching out your low back directly.